Hey everybody, welcome back to Catbird Hill. So we got a great day here in southeastern Pennsylvania. It's about 76, 77 degrees, and we've got a string of 90 plus degrees coming next week. So I wanted to get out here and give a first run to the Echo CS7310. This is the big boy in Echo's, what they call their professional saw line now. Different look. It's got the black starter cover. It's got the black clutch cover. Sort of, I'm going to call them semi-pro looking falling spikes there. But that was the first run. I test fired it when I got it and kicked right over, and just wanted to put it into some good wood today. So what you saw me working on is what you probably have seen in previous videos, which is the remnants of this big multi-leadered silver maple that we took down. And I need to get these logs moved out of the way. I want to try to get them transported to the back of the property, where I'm going to set up the Alaskan chainsaw mill. I think I can move these guys with the Kubota L2501. I want to try to, these have been laying here for a while. As you can see, they're, the ends are kind of great. I hit them with anchor seal when I first got them. I'm going to try to set up over here so you guys can see me a little bit better. It's kind of that part of the day where it's about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock, so the sun's just kind of a funny angle. So some of my first impressions with this thing, I'm impressed. I actually, I've always been a big fan of Echo products. I think that certainly even some of their consumer products, I think, or their consumer level products, are actually very good. Obviously a better price point than Husqvarna and Stihl. This similar size saw in terms of engine displacement is probably about $150 to $200 more if you're looking at the Stihl or Husqvarna. So you'd be looking at the 572XP in the Husqvarna. You'd probably be looking at older model Stihl MS 441, the 500i, which is the fuel injected. That's about a $1,300 saw. Now I equipped this with a 28-inch bar, so that's going to add a little cost to it. But fully fueled with oil with the 28-inch bar, just about 21 pounds. So not unwieldy. It wasn't overwhelming. I didn't have any trouble cutting. The chain was a stock chain with the that came with it. I didn't touch it up at all. I'll need to now. As you saw, I dipped into some of the soil underneath of that one cut. That actually was a lot of rotten wood that was there. It really wasn't dirt. I'll show you a cavity where that came from when we dropped the tree. A whole bunch of, I guess, just decaying wood as the tree was falling apart sort of fell out onto the ground there. So it wasn't gravelly or anything like that, but even after that, it still made really good chips. I'll show you. But I'm impressed with this. I think this is good. I'm really starting to question, even though I've got a ton of chainsaws, I'm really starting to question, for the amount of cutting I do, which is a lot, but it would not be the amount that a professional tree cutter would be doing, where every day they're running their saw for 6 or 7 hours. I'll run this saw for maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time, and that I might not run it for another week. So I'm really starting to question, if you add up the different saws I have, and I have another Echo of the same line, this Pro line. It's the 4510. It's the kind of the lower to middle powered saw. I haven't tested that yet, but those level of saws are probably very appropriate for even a heavy homeowner use, where somebody's cutting firewood all the time, or they've got a lot land maintenance to do with dropping trees. So I'm really impressed with this. I'm going to cut some more with it and probably do a little more thorough review down the road, but really like the feel of it. It's nicely balanced. You know, if you were going to be dropping a tree, if you were going to be flipping back and forth, it's got a nice feel. You know, obviously it's a little bar heavy just because of the length of the bar there, but overall I think it cuts really nice. You know, some people are critical of Echo because they don't like some of the, what I call maybe the creature comforts. You know, compared to Stihl or Husqvarna, the on-off switch is just a simple metal toggle switch. That absolutely has no effect on me at all. In fact, I appreciate the fact that it's made of metal. Not much is made of metal anymore. You know, the choke is very simple. Again, some people, you know, find fault with that. That doesn't bother me. I like it. I think it's really a nice saw. I mean, for the price point, I think, you know, it's definitely an upgrade from their consumer model saws, just in terms of some of the fit and finish I've seen on the other ones. It does have a magnesium crankcase here, which is nice. So yeah, I would definitely give it a thumbs up with the initial cuts. And I mean, this isn't sissy wood here. This is maple, and you know, we've got diameters here probably in the 2-foot range. It's kind of hard to see, that cut kind of slid there, but you know, over here, you know, that stuff's nothing nothing to sneeze at. This is the stuff that I was trying to point out to you. I'll see if I can't get something here to shake it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is kind of like a decayed sawdust in there. That's a lot of what was on the ground when the tree fell. It just all fell out of that crotch cavity there. So anyhow, that just was kind of I wanted to, you know, pick a relatively cool day to run that saw, being it was the first time, and you know, hopefully we'll get some more run time on it. But I really like Echo products. I have an Echo pole pruner, and I also have an Echo Pro Level weed whacker, weed trimmer, and I have been absolutely thrilled with both of those tools. I mean, I've had Stihl, I've had Husqvarna for those tools before. Echo has no trouble keeping up with the Husqvarna and Stihl as far as I'm concerned. Now, you know, granted, I'm not using these things, like I said, 7-8 hours a day, but for my purposes, for managing this property, and you know, I use the tools a lot, they've been totally reliable. So this is the first video I've had out in a couple weeks. I've been super busy at work and busy with some other projects here at home inside the house. Hopefully we'll get some more video out shortly, as long as the weather holds out. I mean, this week's been great here in southeastern Pennsylvania, but it's going to get real hot and sticky, and you know, when you're wearing all this gear, as most of you know, this is not fun when it's 95 degrees out. So next week it might be back to some inside work. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate our channel's growing. I think with literally doing nothing in the last 2 weeks, I think we've added 10 or 15 subscribers, which is awesome. Some interesting and fun comments are rolling in. I love reading and responding to the comments, so please keep the comments going. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please share these videos, pass them on to friends and family, other people who you think might be interested. And until next time, this is John here from Catbird Hill. Take care.